Hello friends, welcome back to my channel Varteta Learning Platform, and today we are going to see how we can overload this operator. Overload operator, this extraction and this insertion operator. This insertion which is used with the cin object and this is used with the cout object. So if you have to print some value, like if it is an integer or a string or any type of value for that matter, you can use this operator with cout, right? This is an operator which I have used with cout, and any type of value, whether it's a string, whether it's an integer or a float or a double, anything you want to print it on the standard output screen, you can print that. And similarly, if we have to take any value, accept any value from the user through the console, then you can use the cin. Okay, so using the cin, and with the cin you can use this operator, and with this operator you can take any type of value like integer or float or string. These are the inbuilt data types. Integer, float, strings, all these things are inbuilt data types. But the question is, can we use it with the user defined data types? Suppose we define a user data type, say a class with name test class. Test class. Can we use this standard operator which is provided for this, which has been provided for the standard data types? Can it be used with this test class as well, which is user defined data type? So the answer is yes, and for that you need to overload these two operators using the friend keyword, right? So the friend keyword is used to allow the other functions outside the class to access the private variables. Okay, so for that we have to use the friend functions. We have to overload the operator using the friend. So we have to overload these two operators which are used with cin and cout using the friend friend keyword. Okay, so suppose I'm just going to write here some private variables, and here I'm going to write like int k, and here it's a public section, and here I'm just going to write a constructor with one argument, and with this argument I'm just going to pass this value to the k so that k gets initialized, and then we are going to overload this operator, this operator which is used with cin, and this one which is used with the cout. So before that we need to make those operators as overloaded operator functions as the friend of this class. So we need to make it something like this: o stream reference operator and this operator, right, which is used with the cout, and cout is a out stream, right, which is cout is an object used for the out stream, whatever data is going out of the program to the console or to any standard output or to any output for that matter. Okay, so here I'm just going to write like o stream reference of o and test class reference of t, and we can basically define it outside. So just need to put something like this, and similarly we need to make it friend for the I stream reference of operator, this operator which is used with the cin object. Okay, so I stream reference of I and test class reference of t. Okay, so these are the two friend functions that we have declared, and now we are going to define these two functions. O stream and then reference of O and then test class reference of t. Okay, so I'm going to print the value with the message in my own way, since I'm overloading this operator for my data type, for my for user defined data type, which is test class. so I can manipulate it for is at it as per my convenience. Okay, so the value you entered is o dot k. Okay, similarly, I'm just going to overload this operator I stream, the other operator, reference of I stream, and then this reference of I, and then test class reference of t. And here I'm going to ask to the user to provide the values. Please provide the value. Okay, so let me do one more change here. Let me not put it something like this. Let me just make it a simple constructor. Okay, and let me put it something like this. Please provide the value, and let me just do like I. Please remember, okay, there is one thing which I have not done here. It is return of O. You need to return the object, and here you need to use like I. You need to use this I only, not C in. This I stream, which is the reference of the I stream. So this you need to use, and then when you will do like this t dot k, then it will ask you to provide some value for this k, and once you provide the value for a k, this will be assigned to k. And since it's a friend function, so it will be able to access this private variable of test class. Okay, so now let me use this. And here I just forgot to do one thing, return. You need to return this. Okay. Now I'm going to create one object test class t, and using the t I'm just going to first accept some value. So I'm using this operator rather than cin. I'm using this operator with my object, my user defined object, which is test class. So here what I will do, cin t. Okay, so this is used with cin, and we need to provide the object here t, since this operator has been defined for this object test class t. So now rather than a standard implementation, this implementation will be called, which I have done here. Sorry, this one. Okay, and then what I will do, I will simply do like cout and then t. Now let us run this program. Okay, this is not o dot k, this should be t dot k. That was a mistake, please correct that. Okay, so here I didn't write like operator, it should be operator. So there are few mistakes, so correct them and then you will be able to see. So here it's like please provide the value. I'm providing the value 10, and it is showing me the value entered is 10 because just after cin I have written cout. So you can see that this cin has been called on the implementation. This cin is calling the implementation that has been done by me on this my class, which is test class. So this implementation, this operator overloading implementation will be called in this case because I have overloaded this operator for my test class. Okay, so this is the way you can implement this operator overloading for cin and cout for your standard for your user defined data types, whatever data type you have defined for yourself. Okay, so this test class, this cannot be only, so this cin and cout, these operators which are used with cin and cout, these cannot be only used with the standard data type, but they can also be used with the user defined data types if you have overloaded these operators. Okay, and to overload these operators, you must need to use this friend function, this friend concept, right? So this is all about the friend concept. In the previous video we have studied about the friend concepts. So in this video, whatever remaining was there, I just completed that, and I hope this will be useful for you. And this is all about the friend functionality, and this is all about the friend. So whatever is needed to you need to know about the friend at the initial level. I'm not saying at the broad level, but at the initial level, for a bare minimum, or you can say like not only minimum, but it is sufficient for you to, when you are, if you are working on some project, then also it is sufficient for you to know about this much about the friend function for the friend. Okay, from the friend functionality. Okay, so friend is a keyword which is used for writing the friend functions, and friend functions are those which can access the private member variables of your user defined data type. Okay, or you can say your class. So that's it for today, and in the next video we will meet again. Till then, have a nice day.